And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Cunningham. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. First carry for Nick Chubb.
Brought down at the 20. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
To throw on second down, Nixon. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here now, a 3rd and 20.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay.
3rd and 20.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Breaks a tackle. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
Looking to throw. Nixon.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nixon. He finds his man. Complete. It's Chapman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They toss it left side to Chubb. And they can't bring him down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Nixon. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Cunningham. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the jump. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Completes it to Austin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Cunningham to throw. That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nixon. And his pass incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw, no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So the roughing call there on the extra point and going to give him another shot.
Pretty good sell job there, too. I think it was the right call, but a little embellishment never hurts.
Up the middle they go. Chapman. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. On 2nd down now. It's Chapman. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Nixon. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 2nd down, Nixon. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw. Nixon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal from the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And this one is no good. He missed it.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Round 6.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Gets this out wide to Pickens. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. That's how you draw off the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Cunningham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Cunningham looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off, but he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
On 1st down, Nixon eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, it's Chapman. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9.
Now Cunningham. And he finds Austin complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Operating from the gun, Cunningham.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. He finds his man complete. That's Austin.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Operating from the gun, Nixon. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 74 yards. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. It's brought in by Harris. Get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
No gain on the play there, second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming This is 3rd and long. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. Completes to the Joker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's 1st down. Throwing after the interception. Nixon. And his throw is incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Nixon. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nixon. And this one is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Let's go now.
They'll start out here with the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, shot.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. Warriors 17.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
65, Jack, 65. Hurt.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin from 19 yards away. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it.
They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Steelers, the